Let's go to California and talk to Robert. Hey, Robert, thanks for the call. You are live.
Hi, Dr. Glidden.
Hello, Robert. What's going on?
I'm calling because I wanted to ask you about my dad and myself. My dad has a whole bunch of different problems. He has like a host, but the major ones he has right now are he's on peritoneal dialysis, so he has kidney failure. He's had a quadruple bypass, so he has heart failure. He's currently blind, both eyes. For both, he has diabetic retinopathy, cataract, and on the right eye, after having cataract surgery, he got his retina detached.
Great.
He also has diabetes, high blood pressure, has an abscess or infection in the prostate, has also stomach problems with acid reflux, and he has either gastritis or ulcer. That's what the doctor told us.
That's great, isn't it? How old is your father, man?
59.
Yeah, 59. I mean, I'm 56. I can't imagine having that many problems. So what's his position and what's his attitude and what's his, I mean, where is he at vis-a-vis wanting to do something outside of conventional medicine?
Yes, he's to be totally honest, we've tried a lot of different alternative, things, and he's even tried to go vegan, but he had a very hard time with that, including myself.
If he'd have gone vegan, he would have died. I mean, that's just absolutely, positively the wrong thing. And this statement that you just made underlines a sobering truth, because the medical industry, and 99.9% of all of the medical research that's happened in this country for the last 80 years, has been monopolized by the MDs. There are only a handful of holistic physicians, alternative quote-unquote physicians, that actually have a clue and that actually have, done research and have clinical experience that lets them know how to actually get on the other side of things like this. And the problem here in the country is that probably, by my estimation, there are less than 300 physicians in the entire world right now who actually have a clue as to what people can do to really and truly support and promote their body's ability to fix themselves. So a lot of people who are frustrated with conventional medicine will dabble with alternative medicine and get lousy results because there aren't that many alternative physicians in the world who have a clue. And the reason for that is because the medical market has been completely dominated by the MDs for so long that all of us alternative guys are left to our own devices. Now, I've been doing this for 25 years clinically, and I've been following Dr. Wallach for the last 4 years now, 4.5, I think. And Dr. Wallach's therapeutics are more effective than anything I've ever seen. And the reason that Dr. Wallach's therapeutics are so effective is because from 1970 to 82, Wallach was in charge of $25 million of federally funded research, did 26,000 autopsies, 10 million blood chemistries. It was a gargantuan amount of work, the result of which is a book that's now in the Smithsonian Institution, and that's why Dr. Wallach's therapeutics are so effective, because Dr. Wallach did the research. And then he did clinical trials. And no other holistic physician comes even close to Dr. Wallach's research track record. So our understanding of the pathogenesis of clogged arteries and kidney failure is the same thing. So from our point of view, the same process that causes arteries in the heart to clog up is the same process that causes the kidneys to go south. It's the same thing. It's just happening in two different parts of the body. It's oxidative damage to blood vessels. Oxidative damage is caused by free radicals, and free radicals are present in the food, and they're present in the environment. So your father, you, me, and everybody else listening to this broadcast, quite frankly, people who are not listening to this broadcast, everybody needs to stop eating food that introduces free radicals into the body. The biggest source of free radical introduction into the body is fried food. So there are 10 foods your dad needs to stop eating, you need to stop eating. You have to clean up his diet, have him immediately stop those 10 foods, because unless he stops eating those foods, the chance of the medical nutrition program getting leverage to help his body recover to the ability that it's able to recover are going to be limited. You know, you can't be putting out a fire on one end of the house and lighting fires at the other end of the house. It isn't going to work. So you have to clean the diet up, number one. Number two, how much does your dad weigh?
It was 200 pounds.
All right. So what I would do for the first 90 days is 2 original formula anti-aging healthy start packs. 2 original formula anti-aging healthy start packs. 2 original formula anti-aging healthy start packs. 2 bottles of something called Sweeties, SWEET-EZ like zebra E, Sweeties. 2 bottles of Sweeties. 4 bottles of selenium. That's S like Sam, E, L like Larry, E, N like Nancy, IUM. 4 bottles of selenium and 1 bottle of Ultimate Daily capsules a month. That's 1 Ultimate Daily, 4 selenium, 2 anti-aging healthy start packs, and 2 bottles of selenium a month, plus eliminate the 10 bad foods. Now, this is a holistic health recovery program, so when he's on board with this, he wants to look to see, you know, what happens to the blood pressure, what happens to the blood sugars, what happens to the blood numbers when he goes in for dialysis, because they track that stuff. But also he wants to pay attention to how he feels, right? His mood, his energy, his sleep, and things like that. So we expect to see a brightening up across the board, which is then followed by objective improvement with blood pressure numbers getting better, blood sugar numbers getting better, and dialysis numbers getting better. It might take him a year to get enough traction on this program to actually produce noticeable results. It might take him 4 weeks. I mean, I've had patients that have had high blood pressure for 30 years, and they get on board with a medical nutrition program, and in 2 weeks their blood pressure normalizes. I've seen blood sugars normalize in 3 days. So, you know, I have no idea how long this is going to take. Nobody does, and I have no idea how far back your father's body is going to be able to bounce. But I do know that he needs medical nutrition, and I know his body's going to suck it up. You know, like pouring fertilizer on an old wilted plant. It's going to suck it up, it's going to utilize it, and it's going to love it. So that's what I would do for him. Now, what about you?
Well, first of all, I'm overly obese. I weigh 270 pounds.
How tall are you?
5'6".
All right. How'd you hear about me, by the way?
My aunt, she's in Arkansas, and maybe about like 2 weeks ago, I've been looking at your YouTube videos and also Dr. Wallach.
Oh, great. Have you seen the video that I did on weight loss or weight gain?
None of that. I've been more concentrated on my dad, but I decided.
Yeah. Okay. So let me tell it to you straight. The only thing, you know, whenever I have a conversation with anybody, and weight is an issue, I can tell in the back of the person's mind that they feel guilty about it, that they feel sheepish about it, that they think it's their fault. It's not your fault. Your weight gain has nothing to do with you. It is not your fault. It's your doctor's fault. It's your doctor's job to keep you healthy. Your doctor has dropped the ball. You're not lazy. You don't have a stomach that's too big. It's not for lack of exercise. It's not because you have the fat gene. It's not because you have a bad gene. It's because you have a bad doctor. It's not your fault. It's your physician's fault. The only thing that makes people gain weight is we eat too many calories. The only reason we eat too many calories is because our bodies are starving for vitamins and nutrients. Your body knows that it's starving for nutrients, and so your body forces you to eat. So you'll go to Olive Garden, you'll eat a gigantic plate of food that doesn't have any vitamins or minerals in it, and then 2 hours later you're starving again, and you want to shoot yourself in the head because you think, you know, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. You got to have a psychological problem or something. It's not. Your body is nutritionally starved, period. And so when you give your body the nutrients that it needs in good recipes, you fill your body's nutritional tank up, all of a sudden your food cravings diminish greatly. And this is the key to weight loss. You have to give your body the nutrients that it needs appropriate for your body weight. You have to stop eating food that causes inflammation. And then you have to dial in 1,200 calories a day. But eating 1,200 calories a day with a nutritionally deficient body is impossible. Eating 1,200 calories a day with a nutritionally satisfied body is easier than falling off a potato truck. So, I mean, in addition to the weight gain, are there any other health issues that you're struggling with?
The biggest one, and I was listening to a rerun, and I only caught the last part, is that like the biggest problem I have is that I can taste what I smell. Everybody says that I'm crazy or that.
That's interesting. Yeah. No, I understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. All right, but you don't have heartburn, you don't have high blood pressure, you don't have anxiety and panic attacks. You're good.
Well, I do have some acid reflux.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay. So here's what I would recommend you do.
Okay.
For the next 90 days in order to get on the other side of this. Okay. You have to stop the 10 bad foods also. Supplements. For supplements, I would do 2 healthy digestion packs. 2 healthy digestion pack original formula. 2 healthy digestion packs original formula. And 1 bottle of Beyond Osteo FX. 1 bottle of Beyond Osteo FX. 2 healthy digestion packs, original formulas. 1 Beyond Osteo FX. Eliminate the 10 bad foods. Salt your food so that it tastes good. Give me a call in about 3 weeks. And oh, by the way, get with the person who turned you on to Youngevity to get the Youngevity supplements. That's how we roll. We support the downline and the upline.